Hello everyone. My name is Michael Stribling. I'm a founding member of Solivay, and what you're looking at here, what we have here is Facebook Marketing 101. The basics are the basics because they work. There's just certain fundamentals that will always work. No matter how much technology we have and how great it is, those are the things we want to do. So, what this course is going to teach you is how to market on Facebook, get maximum exposure, have an unlimited amount of leads forever, and do it all very effectively without ever being spammy. And the real bonus of this for me is that you are going to learn how to meet and get to know so many people, as many people as you ever want to, through Facebook, and get to know more about them than people you work with, people you go to church with. Maybe you're going to know more about them after we teach you how to ask the right questions than you know about your son-in-law or daughter-in-law or uncle or aunt. This is what it's all about. We're not teaching you to headhunt. We're not teaching you to hunt people, period, on Facebook or any social network just to get them in your business. We're teaching you truly how to connect with people and truly just how to get to know people like when you were a child before ego was an issue. And I have a special friend on the line here, Mr. Doug Clark. Doug and I met in May of 2010, and we were with another company at that time. I had arranged a hotel meeting. About 75 people showed up, and Doug was one of those. And what I've come to know about Doug is that he's a really genuine guy. He does get excited sometimes, and I have to calm him down. But it's been a pleasure to get to know. And Doug, I would like you to say hello and introduce yourself, and just kind of tell people what this type of marketing has done for you as far as the way you view social media as a whole, and talk to me about your level of confidence when it comes to meeting new people on Facebook now. So if you're there and you can hear me, let's go ahead and bring you on.
Hey, Michael, thanks for having me on. Can you hear me?
Sound great?
Um, yeah. First of all, I just like everybody out there. Yeah, every day we get on our computers, we get on our phones, and there's probably not a day that goes by that we don't access Facebook. Okay, social media in the past few years has absolutely exploded, and what I'm going to say is, over the years, I've used Facebook, mainly Facebook. There's different ways people can use it out there, and I mean, let's be honest. There's over 900 million people right now on Facebook, and it's growing, and it's gonna hit the billion mark by Christmas. And what blows me away again is the many different ways that people use Facebook. And what in the past 4 or 5 months, in working with Michael, we've come across a lot of great opportunities. But the biggest thing was this: we learned that Facebook can be used on a whole nother side of things in terms of if you're in a business, that Facebook can be utilized as an endless free lead list, with almost a billion people out there. The possibilities are limitless, and Michael's going to share later in this webinar just exactly how you can do that. But what blows my mind the most is when I started using Facebook and realizing that people are like carrying on their lives as though they were like in a coffee shop sitting next to their friend over coffee having a conversation. They do the same thing on Facebook, and I know some of you out there are probably thinking, well, duh. But that revelation never came to me until I started using the system that we're using to actually get, engage people, get to know them, and be able to share our business or an opportunity without being spammy. And the beauty of it is, at the end of the day, you're still friends, and you can go on, and life goes on. So, with that being said, guys, Facebook is an endless free lead machine. So, Michael, just sharing my heart there on it. What do you think?
Thank you very much, DC. And just so everybody knows, I call Doug DC. And as you see here at the bottom, you can connect with myself on Facebook, Doug, he's DC 24/7, and Jamie O'Hara. Jamie helped me with a lot of the concepts that I'm using tonight. He's a lifelong performer, and he's added a great deal of value to my toolbox. Really been a great influence in my life along with Doug. So let's hit it, man. Let's hit it. All right. Let's talk about Facebook. It is a social network for relationships. And Solivay is powered by relationships. Bingo, we have a perfect match. Now, a few little fun Facebook factoids. Over 850 million people. Keyword search tool, which I've got some awesome bonus coaching for you. You can share pictures, videos, status updates. You can use groups to connect with people that are very like-minded, network, and you can also use events. So, 4 easy steps. All this can be done in 4 easy steps. 1, Facebook settings. 2, connect, then communicate, and close. Alright, number 1, Facebook settings. Go public to achieve maximum exposure. Alright, why do we need a public privacy settings? Well, when others like, comment, and share, your content will go beyond your personal friends. So how do we fix our setting? Number 1, click on that arrow. 2, click on privacy settings. And 3, click on public. You are good to go. The law of the land. Somewhere out there there's a Facebook sheriff riding a modern day horse, and we do not want to upset him. People are on Facebook to make friends, not filter through our sales pitches. Relationships first, business second. Do not be spammy. Do socialize. I can't emphasize that enough. People just appreciate genuine relationships, and they appreciate things in moderation. You know, even if we do have a good thing, if we do it too much, it's still too much of a good thing. So, keep it classy and relax, my friends. This is a series of sprints or a marathon, not a one-shot deal. Timing and consistency of your message is important. Number 2, connect. Facebook etiquette and being invited. It's just like the manners we were taught growing up. When someone invites you into their home, you want to be polite. You want to compliment them on the carpet or the color of their wall, or you want to say, hey man, this is one awesome man cave. That is a bad big screen TV. You know what I'm saying? Compliment them a little bit, just like you would if you walked into their home, because really, when people invite us into their Facebook world, it's the same concept. And every like, comment, and share is our personal invitation to connect. And when invited, do not answer their invitation with a sales pitch, but do make conversation. And we'll show you exactly how to do this. Every like, comment, and share leads back to your profile, where people will see you. Inspiration, personality, humor, and value. That's you. So when and how do we get more of these awesome likes, comments, and shares? Well, Use a 3-to-1 ratio. 3 inspirational or personal status updates, pictures, or videos per every 1 Solivay post. The do's and don'ts. Do not post Solivay on a friend's Facebook wall or obsessively post in any place. Let's look at it like this. If your friend invited you into their house and then you go in their house, and let's say you're a car salesman. You go into their house and start putting posters of the cars you sell on their wall without asking them. It's the same reaction people are going to have when you start posting on their Facebook wall about your business. Okay, do post as many as 3 to 4 times a day. So long as you space them out, you'll be fine. And I'll go into why. Piquing curiosity is activating and it's lucrative. You want to see how I do it? Notice I left you hanging there for a little bit. Okay, with the 3-to-1 ratio in mind, this is something I posted about the way I was feeling one day. It had nothing to do with my business. It received 18 shares, 11 likes, and 1 comment from someone who wasn't even my friend yet. Okay, this created maximum exposure for Solivay without being spammy. And this is important. With 18 shares and 11 likes and 1 new friend, remember that I said do space out your post? Well, all this activity creates a lot of follow-ups. You know, you can only effectively follow up with so many people at once. Updating your cover photo 1 time per week creates more activity. It defines your personality, and it also leads back to your profile where people will see Solivay. Oh boy. Alright, here's another one. Yep, another one. Alright, so it received 8 shares, 2 likes. Hey, it's a humor, it's a humor post. Smiles go great with Solivay. When somebody smiles, it changes something about them. It makes them happy. Are you smiling right now? This is good stuff. If we can make people happy, that's a positive in life. We want to make as many people happy as possible. It's not always about our business. And again, only post as fast as you can effectively follow up. Friends will become desensitized to your Solivay post or your funny post or your inspirational post. You get the idea. They'll become desensitized to it if that's all they ever see. So we want to space them out, maybe 3 or 4 a day, 2 or 3 hours apart. The prime times for posting are 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. That's pretty much, every day of the week, but don't worry about that too much. The main thing is that you don't overload or do too much of any one good thing. It's like life. Moderation is good. Remember, of course I'm driving home this point about the 3-to-1 ratio. 3 inspirational or personal status updates, pictures, or videos per every 1 Solivay post. The point is, we never spill all the beans, so they're curious. Because piquing curiosity is activating and it can be lucrative. More do's and don'ts. Do not type when you post about Solivay more than 2 or 3, relatively short sentences plus your link. However, do express your feelings first and values second. I want to give you some examples and tell you a story about a lemonade stand. I believe that Solivay is kind of like a lemonade stand. When we were a child, well, let me cover this and then I'll get to it. We have 3 inspirational or personal posts behind us. We've been invited by many. We've gotten all these shares and all these likes and all these comments. We've been a good friend. We've brought something of value into their life. We've socialized. Now it's time for one Solivay post. And let me get back to my story about the lemonade stand. I believe Solivay is like a lemonade stand. Why? Because sure, the money is cool. Sure, I know Solivay is good, and I can have a lot of fun with it. But the thing is, if I'm posting a lot of stuff about Solivay, and I lead with $49 unlimited 4G talk, text, web, no contract, no credit check, no roaming. I love this. This is the best thing ever happened. That may work sometimes, but on a deeper level, if we present our belief first and our value second, we create a bond. And creating a bond and creating trust is really our priority. So you may make a shift here, and this may help you, may not. Again, it's not for everybody. But let's look at it like this and use my example. At this age, sure, the money was cool, but really we just knew lemonade was good, and we could have fun with the lemonade stand. This video, I just know it's good and fun, and the money is cool too. I'm trying to appeal to someone who has a common belief with me. And if we can connect with people like this, it generally works out for the best. So that's something I hope you'll at least think about. And my suggestion is to actually journal about it. Write down all the cool things about Solivay, like $49, unlimited 4G, talk, text, and web, no contract, no credit check, no roaming. Write all that down. Next, I want you to write down what it is that makes that cool. What about you in your life is that going to improve? Is it because you want more fun? Because you want more freedom? Is it because you just know it's good? Get in touch with those feelings and those beliefs you have, and maybe try something like Solivay has already suggested with the media kit. For example, we believe one relationship has the potential to make life better for many. We just happen to have a great value. Interested? You don't have to blow things out of proportion for people to pay attention to you. People will notice if you have a consistent message, and that's it. So, one Solivay post and Misty says, tell me more. That's the result we want. And I didn't use a lot of text. Of course, it's not for everybody, but if you want to do it this way, that's what I'm suggesting here. It's about time your phone bill paid you. And again, this is from Solivay. It's what they suggest. Ask me about Solivay. And I love it when people, they respond positively to a mutual belief. And every like, comment, and share is our personal invitation to connect. So, now it's time to communicate. Like when you were a child and making friends wasn't about ego. When they like, comment, and share our post, we are being invited to message them. It's like when we post, we're knocking on somebody's door. When they like, comment, or share, that's them saying, who is it? Use this example and message them as soon as they, give you permission. When they like, comment, or share. Hey, Doug, thanks for the like. Appreciate it. What do you do? Or use this example. Hey, Doug, thanks for the like. Appreciate it. Even though we're Facebook friends, I don't know you that well. What do you do? Begin asking the right questions that lead to the response you need. In other words, if you're knocking on somebody's door and they say, "Who is it?" and you answer, $49 talk, text, and web, do you think they'll let you in? All right. Or this example. "Hey Doug, I noticed we're both entrepreneurs, and I always like to connect and share ideas with like-minded people. What's new with you?" We're just beginning to ask the right questions that lead to the response we need. And try not to be too wordy. Always respond first, then end with a question. "Interesting. What does that entail?" "That's cool. How long have you done it?" We are getting to know them first and asking the right questions that lead to the response we need. Remember to respond to what they said first, then end with a question. "Interesting. What did you do before?" "Wow. Have you ever thought about doing anything else?" "Me too." "How are you being affected by what's happening with the economy?" Whatever you are talking about in the conversation with them, always end in a question, and if possible, try to type less than they type, because that will keep them from being distracted from the question, and the question is going to lead to the response we need. Relationship first, business second. You're getting to know them, you're socializing, and asking the right questions that lead to the response we need. And I hope you'll pause this video and write this stuff down and use it as a script. That's really why we put the work in to do it, and I hope you do that. We will be more than willing to help you with live prospecting on Facebook. We'll do it with you. We're not the kind of guys that are going to tell you to go do something and then watch you fail. If you're honestly trying, we want to be there to hold your hand with you and make sure that you get the attention and the respect you deserve. But what if you don't get the response you need? Because sometimes you don't. Use this icebreaker. Curious. That's a powerful word. Curious. Do you pay more than $49 for unlimited talk, text, and web? So if you're in this long, drawn-out conversation and they've written you a 600-word article, maybe you want to say, "Wow, man, that is amazing." Curious. Do you pay more than $49 for unlimited talk, text, and web? It's not a book. It's simple and effective. You're seeking this response. What do you do? Now you can turn the corner. And number 4, close. The natural process of sharing a good deal. That's all it is. That's all it is. Begin to turn the corner. When they ask you, "What do you do?" turn the corner. And again, pause the video. Use the scripts. You could answer with, "I work with a social commerce company that offers unlimited 4G talk, text, and data with no contract. What would you say if I told you you could have that anywhere from 49 to no cost at all? No pressure. Are you open to checking it out?" It's like the showing up at somebody's house and knocking on the door and they say, "Who is it?" And you say, "Hey, this is Michael Stribling." And they say, "I don't know you." And you say, uh, "I'm a pretty nice guy. My Facebook profile is cool. I don't have a bunch of garbage on there. It's respectable. You may can trust me." and they reply from the other side of the door, what do? You answer. They ask, what does that entail? You answer. They ask, how long have you been doing it? They answer. You get the drift. We want to carry on a conversation, and in the process of these scripts, you're going to get to know these people better than you know some of your own family. It's really going to be an asset. And whether or not they join your Solivay business at this point really doesn't matter, because you're connecting to people on a very deep level, and you will never pitch them until they ask you, what do you do? So what if they say, what is social commerce? Well, we got something you can use here. Social commerce is when you participate in a social network that pays you. Our mobile service members are also members of our social network. And because we pay our members, we are a social commerce company. No pressure. Are you open to checking it out? Pretty cool, huh? What if I've got this response. Nothing in here has not been tried. I use everything that's in here. What if they say, cut the bull, I don't like BS. I want something straightforward. You can put all that other stuff aside. Well, this is what I respond with. In my words, in one message, really? It's near impossible to sum up in short, but I'll try. Solivay is not your average startup. Our financial valuation is at $120 million. That's greater than both Google and Facebook at this same stage. No big buying fees and absolutely no auto ships. People are having success without paying extra to participate in a compensation plan and without buying something they aren't already accustomed to buying. Mobile service. No pressure. Are you open to checking it out? Okay. So, when they're open, simply share 1, 2, and 3. And just in case you're unfamiliar with what, the 6-minute video and the company vision is or where it's at, I'm about to show you. You can see the Solivay vision by hovering over how it works and clicking Solivay vision at solivay.com/vision. It may sound elementary. I hope it doesn't offend you that I want to show you exactly where this stuff is. I just don't want to take anything for granted. I have been in a company with leadership that signed me up and then never taught me anything. So I value the opportunity to be able to show you some details. And if you have any other needs other than what I'm showing you, myself, I know Doug will be glad to, and Jamie will also be glad to. You can connect with us right there on Facebook. Ask us anything you need to ask anytime. It doesn't matter if you're working in somebody else's downline. Obviously, we won't be able to work with you one-on-one and spend a whole lot of time, because that would take away from the people that have committed their time, energy, and money to us. We can't, take away from that. But that doesn't mean that we all can't believe in abundance. So when they are not open, try this out for size. I understand it's not for everyone. I appreciate our chat though. Let's keep in touch. And congratulate yourself for having an unselfish conversation. You've gotten to know a new friend. Keep it classy and leave the door open for future conversations, because there will be future conversations. When you post, like we've taught you to post, people are going to love it. People are going to think you are the most popular kid in school. Now, Facebook search with our coaching. I love doing this. I love it, because when you can connect with as many people as you want to about your business, you can be as successful as you want to be in your business. So, how to meet daily Facebook friends, just like when you were a kid and ego wasn't an issue, without being spammy. Think of it like this. When I was little, If I had met you then, I would have asked you, what do you like to play? I would have asked you, do you have a bike? I would have asked you what your favorite color is. Well, it's not much different now, except I developed an adult ego that can block me from, just plain old connecting with people and having fun. Now the questions I ask people are, what do you do? How are you doing lately? Are you married with children? That's it. I'm still that same little kid that I've always been. Now, using Facebook's search feature, you can search for, as you see here, people, places, and things. You can connect with 5 new friends a day, 10, 20. You just can't connect with more than that, or Facebook will give you a temporary grounding, if you will. They're going to be put in the Facebook corner with the Facebook dunce hat on. We don't want that to happen. So a few suggestions, and I have a lot of memory joggers here, and you're about to absorb some. It's going to be like sipping water out of a fire hose or out of a fire hydrant. It's just going to be hard to do. So you can put in a popular profession in a hot Solivay coverage city. The next couple slides, I've got the coverage map as an example. Okay, you can put in your interest with the city. You can put in SEC football. Just don't use Alabama. Right, Doug?
That's right.
Doug's a huge Alabama fan. I'm a University of Tennessee fan. Thanks for being nice about that, Doug. I appreciate it.
Roll Tide.
Oh, man. All right, next slide. However many friends a day you want to add, as long as it's not over the 20 limit. Here's some more memory joggers. Friend people in organizations or clubs. Civic groups, rotaries, you get the idea. Pause and play as you write things down. Friend those you're associated with already. If they're schoolmates, former co-workers, people in your hometown, maybe a former military friend, and you're not connected with them on Facebook, go ahead and connect with them. Okay, and friend people who are decision makers. Business owners, human resources director, office managers. And again, you can use these professions along with Solivay hot coverage areas to connect with laser targeted people. Family businesses. Familiar businesses. I grew up in a family business, so that's probably why my brain went there. Doctor, lawyer, barber, merchants, grocers. If you're familiar with any one of these businesses, it will probably give you an advantage to connect with someone else that is also familiar with these businesses. And again, use the Solivay coverage map when doing so. And here's more examples of those businesses. Again, pause and play whenever. This map is going to be your banker. It's going to be your financial advisor. Basically, you've knocked on the door, but you had to get to the door somehow, right? This is your GPS. This is your roadmap. This leads you to the right doors to knock on. And again, this isn't about headhunting. It's not about, it's not about greed. It's about getting to know people and having real conversations and real bonds. Solivay is going to help a lot of people. And I want you to be an instrument of that. It's easy to search for hot Solivay coverage using that map at that link. So real short here, how to use Facebook search. Here are a few examples. Where do you live? Real estate in Tennessee. Thanks for adding me as a friend. I have a lot of great friends in real estate. See our example messages. And again, we do have a lot of those coming up. How to use Facebook search. Again, let's see here. What's your profession? Nurse, Miami. See our scripts. And you can see the message I used here, but let's move on to those scripts. When adding a new friend, respond when they accept your friend request with these examples. Hey Doug, thanks for the connection. Appreciated. I look forward to your post. Michael. Be Facebooky. Like, comment, or share their content. It's like when you go into somebody's house. Compliment them, get to know them. Ask them, what they got out of that book on their coffee table. Here's another example. When they accept your friend request, you want to get to know them. Hi Doug, your page came up as someone I should know. After looking at your page, I'd have to agree. I have a lot of friends in real estate. Or you could exchange that for have a lot of friends in retail, I have a lot of friends in whatever it is. You get the point. Thanks, Michael. And again, we're being sociable. Somebody just let us in their home. So let them know if you like something on their profile. You're a new friend. Here's another example. Hi, Doug. Your page came up on my Facebook as someone I should know. Sorry I messed up the language there, but you can straighten it out. After looking at your page, I'd have to agree. The quote you posted about is one of my favorites. Let's be friends and network here. Michael. The reason I put about in parentheses, because imagine if you could see someone's coffee table books before they let you go in. That's what you can do when you're looking at somebody's profile on their about page. You can see what's important to them. You can see what their interests are. You can see what they're into lately. And you know what? It's not offensive on Facebook because we're all here to socialize. Facebook is a tool. And whatever happens, don't be a Facebook snob. Last but not least, I just want to say thank you. From myself and Jamie O'Hara, you're awesome. Doug, we believe one relationship has the potential to make life better for many. If you would kindly say thank you, everyone, and make yourself available if anyone wants to reach out.
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody again for being on this webinar. And again, the biggest thing here is that we have the ability through a great platform in Facebook that's been built for us to connect and communicate, build relationships. And from my experience with this, just countless conversations through this method. At the end of the day, it's such a beautiful thing to be able to connect, communicate, and to ask them these questions and for people just to open up every time. It just blows my mind. It truly is. I know it's the cyber world, but again, it's like you're in a coffee shop, you're sitting next to them, having a conversation over a cup of coffee. So I really hope everybody that's on this will take advantage of this and reach out to us. Again, we just love to help you and teach you and just show you how you can use this system.
Rock on!
I'll hand it back over to Michael.
Rock on, my man. I appreciate you, DC. And listen, everybody, I look forward to getting to know you. I look forward to working with you and helping you. And I surely look forward to having fun with you because, let's face it, that's what I'm all about. We will catch you next time. Be sure and reach out if you need us.